Thanks, Leon. So I'm coming to you live from the Weddington Animal Hospital, where I had the chance to talk to one veterinarian. Arkansas's Attorney General Leslie Rutledge has passed a new ballot that would legalize medical and recreational marijuana in Arkansas. With more than 25,000 students on campus, internet connection is kind of a big deal. I spoke with one of the employees at Old Main about the renovation and how it's impacting her. One of the easiest things you can do is stop by your local vet and buy a preventative like this one right here. If you can see behind me, there are several businesses, and that means several employees as well. Reporting live from Weddington Animal Hospital, I'm Alyson Barnes. One mosquito bite is all it takes for a dog to become infected with the common but deadly heartworm disease. According to the American Heartworm Society, pets are at a greater risk this summer for catching the disease. Worms that live in the heart and lungs of an infected pet cause heartworm disease.
But heartworms are kind of like a silent parasite. You don't know that your dog has contracted them until they have a lot of them and start to show symptoms.
Unprotected pets have a 60% chance of contracting the disease. One of the easiest things you can do is stop by your local vet and buy a preventative like this one right here. It's a chewable that you give your dogs, and you should make sure that you test them for heartworm disease every 6 months.
It's a pretty cheap investment, all things considered. You know, the average dog, it's going to cost between $10 and $20 a month to cover preventative versus the cost of care. If the dog were to contract heartworms to the point of having heartworm disease, then the treatment can go up in the hundreds.
Pet owner Trent Rhodes is all too familiar with heartworm disease and how to deal with it in the summertime.
Just to make sure that they are healthy, they're looking healthy, not acting funny, not scratching, not doing anything out of the ordinary.
Rhodes takes extra precautions and makes sure his dogs are on preventatives at all times.
Yes, we absolutely will rinse out their bowls, clean out their bowls, make sure it doesn't sit out and have standing water in it for days or something like that, because it'll just breed mosquitoes like crazy.
The potential legalization of marijuana continues in Arkansas. Attorney General Leslie Rutledge approved a ballot title that could make medical and recreational marijuana legal in the state. The Arkansas Cannabis Amendment outlines regulations, growth permits, and even how the drug will be taxed. Several Northwest Arkansas Arkansans are about the legalization of marijuana, like Kennedy Daniels.
We see all these different other states like thriving and making so much money and helping their economy, and I think Arkansas is definitely a state to do that.
Coach Lance Spigner is the head baseball coach for the Horatio Lions. Spigner is a former UCA baseball player and has been working at Horatio for over 25 years.
Somebody told me the other day that I've won 497 games. I'm not sure how many we've lost.
The Horatio Lions have won 4 state championships and are competing to win their 5th state championship against Boonville. It has been 9 years since they have won their last state title.
I really want to get it started, having to wait a week. From Saturday to play, it's been a long week.
Spigner said that the boys are ready to play and that they have the right mentality.
Just got to go out there, we got to hit them right in the mouth, and we got to be dirtbags, we got to dive for loose balls and catch them in the air, put the ball in the bat.
A lot of the players are seniors and have been with Coach Spigner for years now. Coach Spigner and the Horatio Lions have a huge fan base. They said that he is dedicated to what he does and to his players.
Coach Spigner, he's a great man. He's taught me a lot. He's brought me up from really low to a really good baseball player.
If passed, the 3% increase is expected to have a revenue of more than $19 million. The majority of the money will go towards scholarships, salary increases, facilities, and other academic items. Students can expect to see an annual increase of almost $300. After hearing the proposed tuition increase, students are not surprised.
I think it's a tad ridiculous because tuition's already crazy expensive. That's the last thing we need is more money for it. They charge us for everything.
Kingsley, how about the block?
Sports Talk is hosted by Bo Mattingly, a 13-year radio and TV broadcasting veteran.
So this is a little bit more opportunity to share my thoughts, opinions, and engage listeners and fans. And I enjoy that interaction and enjoy doing interviews.
Bo is joined throughout the week by co-hosts Clay Henry and Dudley Dawson, as well as renowned columnists, coaches, and writers from around the SEC and past Razorback players for an informative and entertaining show.
And then everybody's here by 9, and we have a meeting on what we're going to talk about that day or what we think the big topics are going to be.
After they have the core of the show, they spend the rest of the day researching and putting it together in order to present it on air.
And it's really entertaining to be able to engage these people.
Sports Talk has an active passion within its audience.
Winning a national championship at Arkansas, and among other things.
For Razorback fans and coaches like Mark Hill, Sports Talk is a necessity.
Well, it keeps me informed with everything that's going on in Razorback sports, as well as around the country and around the world.
Sports Talk is a daily routine for Coach Hill, no matter where he is.
I listen to it online, I listen to it in the car, on the radio at my house, just any way that I can stream the show.
Mattingly is proud of the direction the show has taken.
You know, I just hope when people listen to this show that they learn something or that it made them think, that it's thought-provoking.
Sports Talk has reached more than just Razorback fans. It has reached casual sports fans all around as well.
And I think as a staff here at Sports Talk, our guys have done a really good job of putting that together.
Transit and parking will be utilizing Hoyt Hall for the blue, green, and purple bus routes as the new station. The orange, red, and tan bus routes will be using Garland Center as their bus station.
I think it's easier for the drivers, a lot easier for the drivers. For the students, I'm not sure. It's probably a little bit more difficult for them to have to connect over here, but they get used to it.
As the crown jewel of Fayetteville, the Farmers Market is full of street performances, local musicians, and community organizations, bringing several tourists and locals from around northwest Arkansas.
We see definitely a lot of people out and about doing their shopping. They stop in and get some guides information or maybe shop for some of the Fayetteville goodies that we have.
The Fayetteville Farmers Market has been around since 1973, offering the finest and locally produced goods.
A lot of people, you know, that's where they get their groceries, it's where they see their friends. It's a great thing for the downtown square.
The Farmers Market is located on the square surrounding several businesses, including Hawaiian Brian's, Riff Raff, Savoir Faire, and many others. For restaurant owners like Michael Homeback, the Farmers Market is great for business.
I mean, it's something that brings in people that wouldn't otherwise be here and gives them an opportunity to explore all the quirky little businesses that the Fayetteville Square has to offer.
Businesses on the square aren't worried about the Farmers Market vendors taking away any of their business.
They're offering things that the square doesn't offer.
In fact, some businesses are even opening up early, like the clothing store Riff Raff.
It helps us so much that we even open up early, like we open up a whole hour earlier.
The Fayetteville Farmers Market is a positive for business on the square and the local vendors as well.